Hello, everyone. I'm Charlie Napolitano, COO of B2I Digital. I'm joined today by Wolf Regener, CEO, President, and Director of Kolibri Global Energy Inc., one of our featured companies. We're excited to dive into some important updates about the company in our one-on-one conversation with Wolf. So, Wolf, thanks for joining us today. And let's start with oil prices. How is the recent volatility impacting the company's operations or strategy?
Hi, Charlie. Thanks for having me. Um, Oil prices, in this business, they are volatile. They go up and down, and that's just part of the life in the oil and gas business. So the way we're set up right now, we've got low debt, we've got great cash flow that's growing. So I'm far less stressed about when oil prices drop. One of the things I like saying to investors in general is like, I'm sleeping at night still, even when oil was down at like 58, $60,
Right.
which is a nice position to be in. So yeah, it's never good to have oil prices being volatile, but it's the nature of the business, and would love them higher. But we're doing great and can make great money still at $60 oil.
All right, fantastic. Thanks for that. And then also recently you guys increased your credit line. So what were the main drivers behind that decision?
Really, the banks, it's a reserve-based credit line. So the banks take a look at what you're doing, what your production is, what the value of the reserves are, of just the proved producing reserves, I should say. And then they've been increasing us. And as you can see, the growth that we've had over the last few years has led to more value in the field, more value to our existing production. And the bank sees that as well. And the nice part is that this increase happened right in the middle of while oil was actually at its lows, but that was floating between 62 and $58 a barrel. So it was a nice credit line increase, even though oil prices weren't cooperating perfectly.
Okay, fantastic. And then do you have any comments on Calibri's inclusion on the Russell 2000? What it means for the company and what you guys, how that'll change things moving forward?
Yeah, the Russell 2000 has been great. So it's a big milestone for us in general. It just shows all the growth that we've had and the team effort that's been put in, the great execution we've had. It's a summation to us of everything that's happened over the last few years. We're looking to continue that growth. We've had some great efficiencies that have happened on the company. Drilling wells, timing has gone from, in 2016 or so, 30-day wells down to our latest ones, our mile-and-a-half laterals of 10 and a half days. So that saves money, makes more money, which also goes back to the original question on oil prices. That's how we can survive lower oil prices, still making good wells, getting good rates of return. And while oil prices are lower because of those efficiencies, and it's really a team effort here from everyone who's working hard to drive value for the shareholders, and that's shows in the Russell 2000 inclusion.
All right, well, fantastic. I really appreciate you, taking the time to let everybody know a little bit more about the company and what's going on. And I just want to remind everybody that Kolibri Global Energy is a featured company here at B2I Digital. And if you'd like to learn more about Kolibri, you're welcome to visit b2idigital.com and reach out to Wolf yourself. It's always best to talk to the CEOs to learn more, and Wolf's always happy to chat. So feel free to click the links below or visit our website. Thank you,
Yeah,
Wolf.
thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it. And our ticker is KGEI in the US, by the way.
Perfect.
So you don't
Thank
have
you
to look it up.
for
Thanks.
that. Even better.